The health ministry is sounding the alarm as school children have reportedly taken to the practice of vaping. Vaping is the inhaling of fumes created by an electronic cigarette, also known as e-cigarettes. But with several deaths in the United States being linked to vaping, the health ministry is renewing its focus on stamping out all forms of smoking.
The ban on smoking in public spaces came into effect in 2013. However, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says enforcement has been lacking. But with a new form of smoking, vaping, now becoming popular locally, the ministry is ramping up its vigilance.
And as you know, from a public health perspective, we do not support any form of smoking.
Vaping, he says, is of great concern as, like in the US, young people, including children, are the ones gravitating to this form of smoking.
It is becoming a common practice in our schools, in our high schools. We have heard and seen and gotten evidence of a number of cases. And the ministry, again, is looking at that with the intention of having discussions with the Ministry of Education to see to what extent the protocols within the school can be adjusted to monitor more closely the possibility of the practice taking place and take whatever action is necessary to try and stamp it out.
This week, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention said there were 26 deaths linked to vaping in the United States and over 1,000 confirmed and probable cases.
I have asked the Chief Medical Officer in the ministry to examine the reports that are coming out of those jurisdictions and to assess the clinical side of that information with the intention of, in the worst case scenario, doing similar to what has been announced in terms of a ban, but at least, if not, for the time being, offer an advisory or warning to those who utilize this particular type of product or practice.
As for the smoking of tobacco and ganja, Dr. Tufton says it appears that some persons have misinterpreted the decriminalization of possession of 2 ounces of ganja as permission to smoke in public. He says he's in discussions with the National Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, about improving enforcement of the ban on smoking in public spaces.
From public health perspective, it is a discussion that we need to have in government. The enforcement of the law, we have some jurisdiction under the Public Health Act where we can cite establishments for allowing smoking in public.
He says the interministerial strategies agreed on will be included in a comprehensive bill on tobacco consumption, which is expected to be ready by the end of the year. That law will also have specific provisions concerning the smoking of ganja in public spaces.